Hello, this is Dr. Alan Wegg with OCD Tip number 11, Exposure Frequency. This is the third of 3 variables that are very important to consider when designing your exposure and response prevention program for OCD. If you went to the gym only once a month, you wouldn't expect that you'd actually make a change in your stamina and your strength. Even if when you did go, you spent a long time there and you challenge yourself by really having a great workout. You really have to go regularly. The same is true for your OCD exposure program. You need to engage in it regularly. So as we've talked about in our previous OCD tips, when you do your program, you need to have the proper amount of intensity, not too low, not too high, so that you're challenging yourself, but you're not overwhelming yourself. It needs to be long enough in duration so that you can experience a change over that particular exposure experience to either acclimate to the anxiety or through desensitization actually experience a significant lowering of your anxiety. And you need to engage in these exposure experiences frequently enough so that you build self-confidence and strength over time. How often you engage in your exposure experiences depends on many variables. For most people, it comes down to what their commitment is in terms of time and effort, what their ability is in terms of what the demands of their lives are, and also how quickly they want to go through the recovery process. For most people, we really do recommend that people engage in the exposure experience, if possible, on a daily basis. So there you have it. Those 3 very important variables of intensity, duration, and frequency will really help in terms of increasing the likelihood for success in your exposure and response prevention program. This is Dr. Alan Wegg. See you next time on OCD Tips.